Find amazing special buys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Charms $1.99. Smithfield Spiral Sliced Half Ham $1.49 a pound. Betty Crocker Hamburger Helper Twin Pack $1.49. Save a lot. Just look at your receipt.
Welcome home to the North Country's finest. Watching 7 News at noon with Jeff Cole, Diane Rutherford, and Beth Hall Weather.
Watertown's budget goes public. We'll sort through the numbers. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeff Cole.
And I'm Diane Rutherford. Good afternoon, everyone. Taxes will be going down for Watertown City property owners.
But while saving money in taxes, other city services are going up. So is there really a savings? That story in a moment. But first, the overall budget.
Spending is up 6.6% for a total proposed budget of $50.6 million.
The tax rate is going down by more than 31% from $14.38 per $1,000 of assessed value to $9.92. Quite a drop, but remember, the assessed value of homes in the city of Watertown spiked on average of 35%, so paying a lower tax rate on a more expensive piece of property and home translates into an average $30 drop in taxes.
But for many, that $30 tax savings will have to go toward paying other city bills that are going up.
Water and sewer rates are both going up. 7 News reporter Jeff Nelson joins us with more on what he's finding out on that part of the budget story. Jeff.
Well, Jeff and Di, both sewer and water rates in the city are on the rise. It goes back to the idea of supply and demand. It's getting more expensive to supply those services, and the demand or use of the services isn't high enough. City lawmakers had their first look at the budget last night, and while it was good news for property tax owners, the services we use every day are getting more expensive. The city's water rate is increasing by 6%, city sewer rates increasing by about 12%. City Manager Mary Corvo wrote in the budget message that the reason is because those services aren't being used enough. Some city council members are saying while the budget looks good, those increased rates are concerning.
It's always a concern when any department goes up. They're separately funded, and you can't take money from the general fund and give it to the water and sewer fund. They legally have to be funded by themselves. Hopefully those revenues will go up with the development and the expansion here in the city.
That's right. There are signs that consumption of water and sewer will increase. You have to look or take into consideration that not only city residents are serviced, but people outside the city, like residences and businesses on Outer Arsenal Street and Outer Washington Street. City officials hope as those areas continue to grow, the demand or use of water and sewer will grow, and so will revenues, which could mean fewer hikes like the one we're seeing this year. Jeff and Di.
All right, Jeff Nelson, that story. Thank you very much. In other news here this afternoon, a change in state policy could put more change in your pocket. New York State wants to offer tax-free shopping to county governments sooner. Remember, New York State dropped its portion of the state sales tax, but local counties are still taxing clothing and shoes for the purchases of under $110. Under the old policy, if a county wanted to drop its portion of the sales tax, it wouldn't go into effect until March of next year. But a new bill just passed in the state Senate and Assembly states if they act before May 15th of this year, counties could follow the state's lead and eliminate the sales tax starting June 1st of this year. No word from county officials in the North Country of whether or not they are considering dropping the local portion of the sales tax.
Another budget this noon, this one for the Ogdensburg City School District. A $28.5 million budget was adopted last night. Under it, taxes will go up around $40 a year for a $50,000 home. This budget did not cut 3 teaching jobs at the high school, but other elementary jobs will be lost to attrition. At this meeting last night, students and teachers voiced their opinions.
All too often, budget discussions will center upon the issue of cost. I believe that a more meaningful focus should be the rewards, which a finely crafted budget can provide.
The mantra of the Board of Education and the Ogdensburg City School District, for as long as I've been associated with it, has been to put the students' needs above all else. And I think that that has been addressed tonight.
Part of the reason 3 high school teaching jobs were saved is because more money from New York State.
There are now 24 people known dead in the wake of a tornado that ripped through West Tennessee. Dyer County Sheriff Jeff Holt says the body of a woman was found in the rubble of her home last night. Holt says searchers had already found the victim's son and knew the woman lived with him. All that's left of the home is a concrete porch. 16 people died in Dyer County. 8 were killed in neighboring Gibson County. The area is about 80 miles northeast of Memphis. These are some of the worst storms for the area in years.
A major Republican force is calling it quits in Washington, facing a growing corruption scandal. Former House Majority Leader Tom DeLay announced today he's ready to resign his seat in Congress. CBS's Claudia Coffey has the story from Capitol Hill.
Amid scandal and criminal indictment, former House Majority Leader Tom DeLay is stepping down. He plans to resign from his seat in the House of Representatives later this spring, but he still denies doing anything wrong or illegal.
I have no fear whatsoever about any investigation into me or my personal or professional activities.
DeLay is under investigation in Texas, where he's charged with money laundering and campaign finance violations. That forced him to give up his House Majority position in September. He also has ties to disgraced lobbyist Jack Abramoff, and just last week, his former Deputy Chief of Staff pleaded guilty to corruption charges. But it's the fierce re-election battle at home that DeLay cited for calling it quits.
The voters of the 22nd District of Texas deserve a campaign about the vital national issues that they care most about and that affect their lives every day, and not a campaign focused solely as a referendum on me.
Before scandal sent him to the sidelines, DeLay established himself as a forceful conservative presence on Capitol Hill. President Bush today stating his departure would not hurt the Republican Party.
My reaction was it had to have been a very difficult decision for someone who loved representing his district in the state of Texas.
After he resigns from Congress later this spring, DeLay plans to keep fighting for conservative causes. But he'll do that in the private sector. Claudia Coffey for CBS News, Washington.
And still to come on 7 News at noon, our guest is our academic all-star hailing from the Lisbon Central School District.
Also, in case you missed it, don't lose any sleep over it. National Nap Day was yesterday. And
asparagus and spring go hand in hand, and we've got the tips to make serving them up a cinch.
With all the demands on women today, when do you have time to focus on your health? Fortunately, Carthage Area Hospital's Women's Way to Wellness Center can help. Their highly trained staff, including a certified nurse midwife, offers personalized health care services for women. All the attention you need, whether it's OBGYN, mammograms, routine checkups, or diet and wellness. No insurance, PCAP can cover the costs associated with your pregnancy. Call the Women's Way to Wellness Center today with 4 area locations. Women's Way to Wellness. Our attention is on you.
The Children's Clinic at 238 Arsenal Street is now open for your child's health and wellness needs. Is it right for you?
I love this place.
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 Convenient hours, affordable care, and a great staff of caring professionals. You'll love this place.
Easy does it. We got this puppy. Raymour and Flanagan, ceiling delivery. 3rd floor, come on up. Their lives are about to change for the better. Wow.
It's made for sleep. It's a Sealy. Get next day delivery at Raymour and Flanagan, your Sealy Posturepedic headquarters.
This portion of the news brought to you by Save-A-Lot.
thanks to daylight saving time, we all lost an hour of sleep over the weekend.
On Monday, a chance to make it up. You probably didn't know it, but Monday was National Nap Day.
Sounds funny, but experts say a few extra Z's can make a world of difference, even if it means sleeping at work. Reporter Heidi Collins has that story.
Like any working parent with young kids, Tim Regan does a double shift. He's sleep-deprived daddy at home, but the employee who must stay alert on the job. To cope, Tim flips the lights, heads for the couch, and sacks out at the office.
When you have an opportunity to just recharge your batteries for even 20 minutes, it's absolutely much better than having to try to make it through the day like a zombie.
Tim and his colleagues aren't slackers, snoozing behind the boss's back. Yard Metals, a privately owned distributor of aluminum and steel products, wants its employees to nap.
You know, we're not napping on the job, we're napping at the job.
I don't know why I go into the nap room. Yard Metals has a designated nap room.
Oh, great.
And for employees like Linda Eisenstein, there's no shame in grabbing her pink pillow and using it.
We say, you know, use it at your leisure, use it at your break time, at your lunch time, any time that you feel like you need a break, and just let your supervisor know, and we trust you.
In a highly competitive newsroom environment, we wouldn't be caught dead napping on the job. But some sleep studies have shown after a nap, employees do have an improved memory, motor skills, and even muscular precision. Proof positive? Cyclist Lance Armstrong, a devoted napper. Even former presidents take 5. The trick, say sleep experts, is to keep it short and refreshing, so you're not drowsy in the afternoon and sleepless at night.
The ideal nap would be after lunch, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, and it shouldn't be more than 20 minutes.
Yard Metal executives claim napping has not only perked up productivity, but loyalty as well.
It's great. It's fantastic. That's why I've been here forever. They really care. And in return, we care.
In fact, the only thing employees like sleepy new dad Tim Regan don't like, competition for the couch.
Go through to the nap room, and there's a tag on the door, you know, do not disturb. Darn, you know, I was gonna nap today.
Welcome to the River Edge Resort in the Thousand Islands, across from Bold Castle in beautiful historic Alexandria Bay, New York. There's plenty to do, and every room with a view.
The Easter Family Fun Time Package delivers something for everyone in the family, from welcome champagne and a social hour to basket and egg decorating. The Twin Magicians entertain Saturday evening during dinner, a fabulous Easter Sunday brunch with a visit from the Easter Bunny himself, a 4-Diamond Award Hotel, the River Edge Resort, where you want to be.
Now is the time to think about this year's remodeling and landscaping projects. Come to the 30th Annual Home and Garden Show at the Fairgrounds Ice Arena and Exhibition Hall, with 2 buildings full of displays and the latest ideas in just about every aspect of home and garden improvements. It's the best show ever. Admission just $3. Children 12 and under free. The 30th Annual Home and Garden Show, presented by the Northern New York Builders Exchange.
Our style is comfortable. The kids are gone, but we wanted them to feel welcome.
Not too welcome.
We needed a place for them to sleep, and they were coming soon. At Raymore and Flanagan, we found a sleeper sofa at a great price.
And we got it fast.
Stop by our showroom or pre-shop online at RaymoreFlanagan.com and get delivery in 3 days or less.
We're Ken and Mary Jackson, and Raymore and Flanagan helped us furnish our style.
This portion of the news brought to you by the Sealy Sleep Center at Raymore and Flanagan.
Baseball fans celebrated opening day yesterday.
In Milwaukee, Clement's Sausage Racers once again ran their annual relay for the Milwaukee Brewers home opener. The Sausages handed off the ball that is used for the opening pitch of the Brewers home season. Starting in the morning, each Sausage Racer ran a 1.5-mile leg with the opening day trophy holding the ceremonial ball for the opening pitch of the Brewers home season.
They got a helicopter for this or something? I mean,
I don't
look at
know.
this.
I saw that video in the newsroom, and I had no clue what this story was going to be. I'm like, what is that running
highway chase
thing with the chef hat? Okay. Okay, let's
take snow out there today.
A little bit of snow, that's right, and not always a welcome sight in spring, but you know, you expect it in the North Country in early April. It's nothing that's going to stay with us for any length of time. We're going to be at 50 degrees by Friday. So let's take a look at what's happening. We've got some cold temperatures, colder than average, right around 34 degrees, and a cloudy break right now in the Watertown area and throughout much of Jefferson and Lewis counties, but we still have some snow in parts of St. Lawrence County. We're not really expecting a huge amount of accumulation, maybe about an inch along the Tug Hill region. Westerly breeze, it is breezy out there, 17 miles per hour, 82% humidity, pressure 29.68 and holding steady. Now we're going to take a look at some temperatures around the nation. 51 in Boston, 52 in Washington, 57 in Atlanta, 77 in Miami, 83 in Houston, 66 in Dallas. We're at 72 in Phoenix. We've actually been in the 70s in Phoenix all morning. and 34 degrees in Messina, 33 in Ogdensburg. More winter-like temperatures here, but we're briefly going to be dealing with temperatures in the 30s throughout the afternoon. We're really not going to break out of the 30s today or tomorrow, and in fact tonight we'll drop down into the 20s. Could have some more snow overnight, and that's again only a dusting to an inch or so, and then as we head into tomorrow, maybe another inch by tomorrow afternoon. But then we reach 40 degrees, starting off Thursday and Friday with a small chance of snow showers in the morning. Not a big deal though. We warm up to 40 degrees on Thursday with some sunshine by the afternoon. As we head into Friday, we end up with sunshine in the afternoon too, and highs right around 50 degrees. So we warm up real nicely. For Friday, it's going to be typical. That's about where we should be. And heading into the weekend, we'll be in the low to mid 40s. So not a bad weekend for early April at all. We were treated to above average temperatures to kick off spring. So being in the 40s and 50s is about where we should be. We're a little cooler than average for today, and tomorrow we can get through that. A little bit of snow, some cloud coverage around the area for today and tomorrow, and then we start to see breaks of sunshine by Thursday afternoon. Same thing for Friday. We'll have partly sunny skies for Saturday and Sunday, maybe a few breaks of some rain showers throughout the weekend. Low pressure for today, and you can see it's moving into the northeast, so we're getting a little bit of a break throughout much of the afternoon, and then we'll have another round of some snow showers moving in for tonight. For tomorrow, temperatures will be in the 30s also with some snow. So we've got snow possibly mixing with some rain late this afternoon, changing into all snow for tonight. Snow likely again for tomorrow. We've got rain changing into snow by tomorrow afternoon in St. Lawrence County, and for tonight we'll expect some snow, but less than an inch, and temperatures right around 25. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Again, a chance of snow each day of the work week. But as we get towards Thursday and Friday, that's just in the morning. By the afternoon, we'll end up with some sunshine, hitting the 40s by Thursday. So really, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we've got temperatures very close to 40 degrees. And then we start to break out of that, at least for Friday. Another beautiful Friday, not quite in the 70s, but we'll take 50. And then in the 40s, low to mid 40s throughout the entire weekend. We're back to the 50s by Monday.
Okay. Payback for last week, I
Yeah,
guess.
a little bit, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Turning now to sports, UCLA battled Florida last night for the NCAA Men's Basketball Championships at Indianapolis.
Mel Bussler has the highlights.
The RCA Dome, the site for this national championship battle between the Gators and the Bruins. Joakim Noah, a force at both ends of the court, here with the layup. At the other end with the block, he has 5 in the first half alone. Taurine Green's jumper puts the Gators up by 5. Jordan Farmer for UCLA stops and pops for 2. Lee Humphrey nails the 3, plus he is fouled. Gators expand their lead. Joakim Noah sets a championship game record for blocks with 6. Noah leads the Gators with 16 points. Florida, the national champions, final score Florida 73, UCLA 57. Women's college lacrosse, JCC Morrisville, Samantha Gilpin, the big first half for the Cannoneers, here with the goal. It's Gilpin again on the rush. She cuts through the Morrisville defense for the goal. 2-0 Cannoneers lead. Kayla Miller scores the first 2 goals for the visitors, tying the game at 2. But it's Gilpin again, twisting her way to the goal. 3-2 JCC. Jessica Percy then sets up Julie Park for the goal. 4-2 JCC. Allie Nettles expands the Cannoneers lead to 5-2. JCC goes on to beat Morrisville 9-6. Well, that's it for now. By the way, we will have the latest from the sports world coming your way on 7 News this evening at 6.
Mohawk Casino. We're the North Country's favorite playground.
It's Mohawk Mystery Jackpot. Play on any machine and you could be the next big winner. Jackpot is guaranteed to hit before it reaches $10,000. All it takes is one spin, any machine, one giant jackpot.
Aquasofly Mohawk Casino. We're the North Country's favorite playground.
The human eye can barely register the motion in a hummingbird's wings. But at Canton Potsdam Hospital, our new 64-slice CT scanner would see the wings like this. Every detail is seen and captured more accurately than ever before. So fast, it can even freeze frame a single human heartbeat or detect a heart attack before it happens. The 64 slice, it makes all other scanners seem like they're standing still. Only at Canton Potsdam Hospital.
If you go out onto the internet with a dial-up phone line, you'll be lucky to download a single byte. Get Roadrunner High-Speed Online from Time Warner Cable. It's up to 100 times faster than dial-up, which lets you catch everything online, from pictures of the family to news of the day. So why stick with dial-up when Roadrunner reels it in?
Get Roadrunner for just $29.95 a month till the end of the year. Call 1-877-313-BEEP.
Roadrunner High-Speed Online from Time Warner Cable.
Academic All-Stars brought to you by AMCO.
It's Tuesday. That means it's time for our 7 News Academic All-Stars segment. Today, we welcome Renee Bellinger, who is a senior at Lisbon Central School. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Where do you rank in your class of how many students?
I'm number 1 in about 40 kids.
Terrific. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We want to present you with our 7 News Academic All-Star
Thank
certificate and a check from AMCO Transmissions for $35, and they are the sponsors of the program. So you are number 1 in your class. Do you know what your grade point average is?
About 95.
Terrific. What are you involved in school?
I'm the president of Interact, which is a service club, and we just finished painting a wall at school, and we donated all the money to Red Cross. And I'm in student government and a lot of music, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. What instruments do you play?
I'm percussionist, and I play the piano.
Okay. And you're also involved in chorus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what subjects do you excel in school?
I love math, and I like science a lot, too.
Do you have plans to pursue some sort of career in those fields someday?
Hopefully. I want to maybe go into digital art and science, and that has a lot to do with computer design, so... Yeah.
We were talking earlier, you actually might want to have your own business someday?
Yeah. I like clothing, so maybe a clothing store if I go into business.
And you also mentioned maybe working for Disney?
Yeah.
What would you do for them if you could?
Design, like, you know how they always have movies, the characters. I would design the characters on the computer, like, that's what I would major in at school, so.
Like the Pixar type movies, like Toy Story and those types of things? Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. Where do you plan on going to college?
Clarkson.
And what do you plan on majoring in there?
Either business or digital art and science.
Okay. Who would you say has been the biggest influence on your academic success?
Probably my mom.
And why is that?
She went to college and she got a degree in speech, and she's just a big inspiration, and I want to do well in school and kind of like the way she did, so.
How do you balance it all?
It's hard, but you kind of just make time for everything. You have to think about what's important and just do it.
And what advice do you have for other kids that, you know, maybe they struggle a little bit, can't get their homework and all their extracurriculars in all together?
You just have to figure out what you're doing and try and get it done.
Okay.
Work your best.
Well, Renee, thank you so much for joining us today. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you in your future endeavors.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. We'll be back with Mr. Food. Stay tuned.
Forecast, plenty of sunshine.
When your check engine light is on, it can cause concern. Is it a small problem or a large one? Put your mind at ease. Bring it to AMCO. Whatever it is, no one can find it or fix it better. And that's the AA promise. Call AMCO. AA MCO.
How do I decide on a Medicare Part D plan?
Once I have my plan, where do I get my prescriptions filled?
Does this mean I have to change pharmacies?
Absolutely not. Kenny Drugs accepts all Medicare Part D plans. Kenny pharmacists are trained to help you understand the options that are best for you. Kenny Drugs. We accept all Medicare prescription cards.
For over 125 years, Samaritan has put the good in good health.
Each day, our staff of highly skilled physicians and nurses,
technicians and support staff
provide compassionate, state-of-the-art health care to our civilian
and military residents living
in Watertown and surrounding communities.
That's a big task.
One we provide every day.
Every night.
Every week.
24/7.
It's definitely a team effort.
With one goal.
Providing high-quality, better health care.
Right here, close to home.
Closed captioning brought to you by Mead Optical Eye and Hearing Centers, located in Lowville and at 1000 Washington Street, Watertown.
Asparagus and spring go hand in hand.
That's according to Mr. Food.
Like clockwork, each spring our market produce counters are brimming with a fresh supply of deep green asparagus. You know, it's been enjoyed in so many corners of the world since ancient times for not only their taste, but also their health benefits. And with the holidays coming up, now's the perfect time to brush up on our asparagus know-how so that we can look like pros in the kitchen. Now first, what you do is select bright green asparagus with nice, compact, firm tips and smooth, tender skin, and they'll keep best for about 2 or 3 days in the fridge if we trim the ends on the bottom, then place them upright in about an inch of water. And asparagus are quick cooking. I mean, they only take a few minutes tops, depending upon their thickness and whether we blanch or boil or microwave or stir fry or grill them. Or my favorite way is to use an asparagus steamer like this one. You see, with its narrow wire basket and lid, it'll hold a large quantity of asparagus at a time, and the upright position lets the harder stems cook in about 2 inches of water while the tips gently steam. The results? Foolproof through and through. And out of all the many ways to serve it up, both hot and cold, from as simple as only salt to the very popular restaurant style, you know, drizzled with a classic hollandaise sauce. Or we can use a shortcut package version of it also. But anyway at all, with these hints, we're going to be ready to show off for the holidays with ease so that everyone can enjoy both the health benefits and the ooh, it's so good.
Time now to check in with Ann Richter.
She has a preview of what's coming up on 7 News at 6.
Jeff and Diane tonight at 6. I'm sure you've noticed gas prices are way up again. We're tracking those numbers. We're also taking a closer look at the proposed budget for the city of Watertown, and we'll take you inside the new and improved children's library at Flower Memorial Library.
All right, Ann, thank you very much. And that is our noontime look at your local news. Thanks for watching.
Well, we'll have tonight and tomorrow with a few more chances for snow showers, but spring-like temperatures return by the end of the week.
For Beth Hall, Jeff Cole, and the entire 7 News team, I'm Diane Rutherford. We'll see you tomorrow.
In healthcare, sometimes image is everything. That's why Claxton Hepburn Medical Center is committed to providing the latest in imaging services to our patients. Whether you need a simple X-ray or a complex 3D MRI, CT, or ultrasound, the professionals in our radiology department have the vision and experience to see your options clearly and help you be the picture of health. Celebrate the spirit of living well.
Spring forward and fall into savings. Hey folks, Tom Park at Fusillo Mitsubishi here in Watertown, what we like to call Huge Central, where you'll find a huge selection of pre-owned inventory. If you're looking for a high-performance car, whether it's a Monte Carlo or maybe a Grand Prix or a Mazda 6 or an Acura RSX or an Eclipse, new or old body style, we have prices on these from $11,995. Do yourself a favor, folks. Save money and time. Come to Huge Central, Fusillo Mitsubishi in Watertown.
Having difficulty hearing? The professionals at St. James Hearing Instruments can help with a most suitable solution to your lifestyle.
I can hear you now.
You'll immediately begin to enjoy the benefits of better hearing during the programming process.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
And for those special listening situations, fine-tuning is done during your follow-up visits.
I can hear you now.
Call St. James Hearing Instruments today. After all,
you should hear what you're missing.
Toyota. Folks, we have prices on this pre-owned inventory from $4,900 and 28 different lenders. So don't prejudge your credit. We can help at Huge Central, Fusillo Imports in Watertown.
Starting April 1st at Save-A-Lot, you'll find amazing special buys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Charms, $1.99. Smithfield Spiral Sliced Half Ham, $1.49 a pound. Betty Crocker Hamburger Helper Twin Pack, $1.49. Save-A-Lot. Just look at your receipt.
Welcome home to North Country's finest. Watching 7 News at noon with Jeff Cole, Diane Rutherford, and Beth Hall Weather.
Watertown's budget goes public. We'll sort through the numbers. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeff Cole.
And I'm Diane Rutherford. Good afternoon, everyone. Taxes will be going down for Watertown City property owners.
But while saving money in taxes, other city services are going up. So is there really a savings? That story in a moment. But first, the overall budget.
Spending is up 6.6% for a total proposed budget of $50.6 million.
The tax rate is going down by more than 31% from $14.38 per $1,000 of assessed value to $9.92. Quite a drop, but remember, the assessed value of homes in the city of Watertown spiked on average of 35%, so paying a lower tax rate on a more expensive piece of property and home translates into an average $30 drop in taxes.
But for many, that $30 tax savings will have to go toward paying other city bills that are going up.
Water and sewer rates are both going up. 7 News reporter Jeff Nelson joins us with more on what he's finding out on that part of the budget story. Jeff.
Well, Jeff and Di, both sewer and water rates in the city are on the rise. It goes back to the idea of supply and demand. It's getting more expensive to supply those services, and the demand or use of the services isn't high enough. City lawmakers had their first look at the budget last night, and while it was good news for property tax owners, the services we use every day are getting more expensive. The city's water rate is increasing by 6%. City sewer rates increasing by about 12%. City Manager Mary Corvo wrote in the budget message that the reason is because those services aren't being used enough. Some city council members are saying while the budget looks good, those increased rates are concerning.
It's always a concern when any department goes up. They're separately funded, and you can't take money from the general fund and give it to the water and sewer fund. They legally have to be funded by themselves. Hopefully those revenues will go up with the development and the expansion here in the city.
That's right. There are signs that consumption of water and sewer will